What's up, peoples? The name's T-Lander. We are back with another video. This is like part two of Doki Literature Club. Why can't I talk? I'm back with my friends Sydney and Alex.
Yo.
Yo, what's up, my dudes? The name's T-Lander.
Thank you. Let's just get this started.
Let's get back into this.
We tried to make an interesting intro,
but you know what, Yuri?
If you're T-Lander, am I S-Lander?
Uh-huh.
Zoolander?
I'm a lander.
You're both Landians, okay? You're
Landians?
T-Landians, all right?
T-Landians.
Does that mean we get to T-pose on people?
Yes.
Good.
Alright.
Sorry.
Alright,
I'm back to Yuri now.
You're back to Yuri? So
Yeah, you bet I am.
Gross.
I'm the hottest Yuri. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
Like every girl. I do? I don't really mean to.
She's so cute.
2 seconds later.
Try to speak a little louder.
Sorry. I mean...
That was weird.
Laughing at my pain.
This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
The two of what?
I think you know what the two of them are. I suppose so.
I don't. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
This is only day 2.
It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Yeah, how could you do this? Here.
Extra voice accent. Ooh, nice. Okay. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side.
Congrats, you can read.
We can all read.
But in holding it like this.
Can we?
We're huddled even closer together than before.
Yay.
It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Yeah, face.
Are you ready?
I'm looking
Oh yeah.
straight at you.
Are you ready? Oh my god, stop.
Right into your soul.
Hold up. Yeah, I do see something.
Wait,
Eh?
where?
What do you see?
In the eye.
What do you mean?
Is that blood or no?
No, it's just her
I
eye.
think it's just the eye color.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't know
Yeah,
if
it's
anything's
just the
actually
coloring. Like there's definitely red in there, but it's coloring. Ooh.
To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay.
Stop stealing my lies.
Sorry.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? That means I have to wait for you like you're a second
Hi,
grader.
my name's T-Lander. I'm 19 and I never learned how to read.
I'm 21.
That's true, you are 21.
I just made it worse for
That
myself.
makes it worse.
Just keep reading, please.
I don't know what beers I can drink.
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer.
It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Words, wow. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange.
Oh.
My thumb gently letting go of the page.
It's more intimate this way.
Letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Let's keep doing that, like.
You're pitching, I'm catching, basically, is the idea.
Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Oh, what? I totally did do that. You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does.
Ouch.
Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong.
Sorry.
It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
Oh, I wrote this book. I see.
Oh, that's funny. Yuri remained silent for a moment.
But T-Lander-kun... That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that I want to die.
Stop.
Well, wait!
Well, wait.
I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything.
Well, wakeboard?
Wakeboard?
You've never seen. I'll show you later.
Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing.
Dots.
Dots. I guess I'm more meant that it's kind of cute, Dots.
Lying.
What are you saying?
What are you saying all of a sudden, Dots?
Question mark.
I dots.
Exclamation point. Okay, everyone.
Prepare to fail, Dots.
Exclamation point.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other.
Oh man, you're Monica now?
I mean, you can be Monica if you want.
Well, no, I'm taking Sayori, then we're trading.
Oh my god, oh no. Oh no. Okay. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
If I'm taking Sayori, I'm gonna need a water bottle.
Okay, but it's your turn.
Okay.
Dots.
Dots.
Yuri exhales spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri?
No.
You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. Dots, it's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb.
Ow.
Suffer, Pope.
Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
Dots.
Exclamation point.
Dots.
Guess I don't have too much of a preference either way, Dots.
Dots.
Dots. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
Question mark.
No, it's only dots. Dots
Question
and
mark.
lines.
Question mark.
That's good reasoning.
Period.
God.
Got him.
Quotation mark.
I was gonna say that
I was gonna
too.
do that next. Alright.
In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time, if you can even do that in a 24-hour time span.
Period, quotation mark.
Quotation mark. Alright, exclamation
God.
mark. See, we can
Start quote,
read.
end quote.
We can read.
We need to stop.
I stand up, period.
How could you?
I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, comma, then slip it back into my bag, period.
He says mentally, out loud. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Question mark.
Yeah, Dots. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before, period.
Okay, let's stop with that.
Alright.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
Who say or?
Oh boy. I'm gonna need that water ball.
Go for it. Okay, stop.
Voice acting in the making.
Give it a minute, guys.
I can't wait!
Oh man.
It's quiet hours.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, it's more sing-songy. Should I redo it?
Go ahead.
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems.
Draw.
Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit.
But she didn't open the book.
No, she did. You didn't open the book.
Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Alright, who are we doing first?
You go through all of them, so it's
Yeah,
just
you
you want
have
to
to go
start
through
first.
anyone.
Okay, I'll just do Natsuki first.
Okay.
Okay, here I go.
Here I go.
I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday.
Nasuki,
That's how you pronounce it, right?
not Suki. There's a T.
I said
You
that.
said Nasuki.
You did
I
say
said
Natsuki.
Natsuki. I said Natsuki. Okay. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Periods. Periods. Oh, that's you.
Periods, question mark.
T-Lender-kun, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
Ouch.
Well, what? Question mark, question mark? Harsh. Dot.
What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this?
Fiction.
Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. Well, we all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
That is that sound, actually.
I know.
Painful to think about. Oh, painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Ouch.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
Because you're
It's really
stupid.
Okay. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Is this
Eagles
elementary
can
school?
fly. People can try.
People can try, and then they'll fail.
Because they'll die. Death.
We're not there yet. Okay.
But I mean, that is the meaning
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
Yeah, I feel like in a very simplistic, cutesy kind of way, she actually writes about deep shit.
I like it. No.
of the poem. No, I
What?
don't. Ouch.
Just be honest.
Okay, I don't like it. I am.
Well, you're the protagonist that has to agree with everyone and therefore has
Oh,
no
so
personality.
nothing I say really matters then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems for people to express themselves?
That's
Oh
my
shit.
life.
Oh shit.
But isn't
Oh.
the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. It's like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
How you doing, Zach?
Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening.
Chilling.
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did? I guess more went into it than I realized.
Yeah, it did, T-Lender-kun.
Yeah, I did.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
And isn't she like 19 anyway?
She's a small bean.
She's legal.
She's legal!
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, let me stop.
That scares me.
Yeah,
desperately.
Yeah, I guess not.
That's some Lolita stuff. Right there.
Okay, I'm done with that. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Me.
Alright, who's up next?
Alright, up to me.
Sayori.
Okay.
Oh no,
Oh
boy.
I think you say Yuri.
Yuri or Sayori. I think get the two most annoying out of the way.
So, alright, so Yuri then?
Ouch.
I'm kidding.
You know this girl I'm going for? Yeah, she
It
totally
just
sucks.
Alright, I'll do Sayori first. I'll save Yuri for last, actually.
Dots! This is a good poem, T-Lander-kun.
I still don't know what that name means.
Are you sure it's your first time?
Horrific.
I think you lost your poem virginity before.
Of course. What? What are you saying? Okay. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
No, you're bad at everything. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really just happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you really... It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Okay, I'm releasing you to the world, Zoe. Be careful. Okay.
Bye, Zoe. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See?
I'm taking my lines.
Oh, sorry.
It's like I said before. T-Lander-kun.
Oh my god.
Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, Dots. That's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori.
Dots.
I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again,
Your motive is
Yuri.
to sex.
oh man. I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. What is that?
It's a turtle.
Oh,
A candy turtle.
okay. Your line.
My mouth is full of turtle, man. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Speak with your mouth full.
Yeah!
Method acting. Act while you eat.
These cupcakes are delicious. Anyway. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? Question mark, quote, end quote.
That will... Oh, that's your line still.
That will be my way of thanking you, Squiggly Line.
Making sure you don't get murdered.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
We'll see about that. Yay! Squiggly Line. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. And everything.
We'll see about that. Alright, here we go. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad, I want breakfast. It's not as elementary as the first one.
I had.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No.
Liar.
Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I do that literally all the time.
Don't we all?
Unironically. I forgot to do it last night, finger pokes, Dot.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Look at those anime fingers right there. Don't be so mean! I still tried my best.
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. You know who Sayori reminds me of? Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
I'm about to say a sin right now.
What?
Never watched Powerpuff Girls.
The new one?
Never watched any of it.
You never watched it?
Not a single episode.
Get out of this room!
Okay, bye.
I don't care. Get out. Okay.
Hey,
Am I about to get yeeted?
hey, hey. You ever watch Powerpuff Girls?
Oh boy.
Here's
Okay.
the fucking door.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know where the door is.
Now get out of the door.
I wasn't inside of the door.
Alright, especially that last line.
Zoe's confused.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were
Cause
late
protein.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Me too.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Monica's.
Hey.
Did you say Monica or Monica?
I said
Technically, the Japanese way to say it is Monica.
Monica.
Oh wow. Okay.
So if you want to be extra weedy, we can say Monica.
All right. Ah yeah.
But that's up to you, T-Lander-kun.
You know I'm gonna go full on Japanese in this.
And you guys say not
I was
tea.
drinking water.
Not
But next
see-
time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Not really.
Ow.
Okay.
Go Monica.
Monica.
Okay. Give me it. Hi, T-Lander-kun. Having a good time so far?
Ah yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any questions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just showing with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Every club member
Anyway.
on campus ever.
Facts.
Want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
I'm not saying that.
Look at the way she's standing again.
I have no back.
What is a spine?
Me too.
Don't worry, T-Lander-kun. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But isn't that sort of a barrier that we all learn to get past soon?
No. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Remember, she's always listening.
That's scary.
It's cold in here.
Great job,
You're
T-Lander-kun.
having fucking.
I was
Yeah.
going oh in my
I'm
head
sorry.
while reading it. It's really metaphorical.
You're having fever chills.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
That's what she said.
It's hot in here. Put
I guess I
sweater on.
underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair.
Well, I guess. Oh. That's
Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. I'm Jared. I'm 19. I know how to read. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry about
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing
That's
this.
what college is for.
That's okay.
Experimentation.
I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles.
Seriously, someone hired her to be a voice actor, please?
Oh, thanks. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Because you're gonna die.
Enough with the spoilers.
Well, I mean, I actually don't know what happens. I've never played the game to completion.
Oh.
I did once. Actually, on this route.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
No.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
We know. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, she's pretty damn good.
Okay. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, here we go.
It's a long one.
Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See the direction that the sparkle...
Spackle.
Oh. Alright, let me start over. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun.
Like you before.
But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. Stop. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices.
Oh.
What's that? This is a family show.
A hole of infinite choices.
I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
This sounds like it's about murder.
That's what I was about to say.
So, what do you think?
Your eyes right then
I didn't
were
see-
so concerning.
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay.
You just suck.
Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Murder.
Murder.
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Murder. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently of murdering someone. It's been influencing my poems a bit because I
Epiphany?
murdered someone.
An epiphany? Of
Oh,
murder?
an epiphany. Sorry, I'm tired. I know what epiphanies are. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Because I murdered someone. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other, I'll tell you that I murder people.
You have to improve your social links, T-Lander.
Maybe.
Anyway, no, seriously though, like it's really, really subtle in the beginning, but it's straight from the beginning that she's really creepy. Like the "I'm always listening" is so subtly put in that you don't realize that it's really creepy.
Oh boy. I'm getting
Here's
nervous now.
Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink.
I'm trying to see if that's a hint or something.
I don't think here,
Oh.
but they do get... So just move your hand and go with the flow. that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, no, her writing tips of the day get creepier as it goes on, I think. Right, Alex?
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
How many?
Like, one of them breaks the fourth wall. Like, legitimately, like, on the third day, it breaks the fourth wall. Like, you'll see, it's really creepy. I hate
think
it.
it might be the next day. I don't
No,
know
that's
if
what I'm saying. The
it's
next day is
third.
the third day.
How many?
Oh, so yeah,
how many
technically
days
it
are
is.
there? Or?
5?
Oh, 5.
Wait, I don't know, I'm asking, is there 5 days?
I think so. It's a very short time span of a game. Give me that.
Oh boy. And we're only on day 2. Okay. Last but not least, the love of my life, Yuri.
Wow, thanks to Lander Coon.
Dots.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Dots.
Yeah.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Dots? Did I say that out loud? Dots?
Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
I did the blueberry thing. Anyway.
Can't
I dots.
get over
Frantic
her,
dots.
Can't get over her face.
Ooh. He's going to hate me.
Oh man. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a deep breath. Stop it.
That's my job.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have?
None.
Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you.
I just looked at the dictionary.
I looked at a thesaurus.
This is actually my first time, really. No, it's not.
Alex.
Huh? Nani?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at the poem again.
Dots. Well, I know that. I just meant dots.
Yuri trials off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah.
Honestly, gameplay-wise, I wish there was more choices that the character could make. Because then I feel like it could actually help express and move the routes forward while giving the character more choices, the player more choices. And I think it'll actually expand the story even more. But then again, it is a free game and a free visual novel that's actually really well done. So I don't want to expect anything more because it's pretty good.
Okay.
That's going in the review, guys.
Oh god.
Thanks for the input.
All of that's just
Oh,
gonna.
thanks.
He's gonna take that sound clip just straight out and drop it in.
Oh boy.
This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And I just came up with all of this on the spot. And
exactly.
having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them.
You thought he was experienced.
I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together.
Ooh. Ooh.
The end result is that both of their style and expressiveness are weakened. It's super effective.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. That's kind of me, actually.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. That's why Natsuki's poems suck.
Don't mind me. That's messed up.
It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though.
Biased how?
She's bad. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Natsuki.
Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do.
She's so cute.
I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her,
That is a cute smile.
which itself is kind of funny. After
Darn.
all,
Sorry, go
after all, isn't this supposed to be a leisure club?
I was gonna say, darn, I wish I was that cute.
You are that cute. Stop it.
That's gay.
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicker back.
The light flickers, I flicker back.
Flickers.
Flickens.
Yeah, that looks like an N.
It does.
Flickers, I flick. That was really good though.
Yeah. Dots.
Where'd it go?
Alex.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. I'm really self-conscious about everything all the time.
Stop playing with the dog.
You better be self-conscious. Your R's look like N's.
Your R's look like
That's
N's.
mean. It's
What?
cursive.
Ouch.
I wasn't thinking that at all. Yes, I was.
You're just like what you're thinking versus what you say. Like,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
I'm doing what you're doing, basically.
exactly.
But it took you a long time to read. Maybe it's because you're really bad at reading. Like, you're basically a third grader.
Is that to me or?
I was just extending.
Well, I just don't read script very often. Yep, that's definitely.
That's what.
I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh?
Sorry.
That's
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Like Beowulf.
Not at all. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what Beowulf is.
So do I. I was
I
forced
mean,
to read in high school.
Yeah, as I say, we all probably read that in high school.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Because I felt like you wouldn't understand it.
That's basically that line.
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Alright, you into Ghost, Yuri?
I am a ghost. Hoo hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, T-Lander-kun.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Yeah, you're bad at this. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Excuse me. We're recording this late at night, by the way.
As most recording is done.
Yes.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feeling, and expertise in their work. They usually do more than tell simple stories or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past, remaining encountered, unable to let go of her past. I think I said past a lot. And soon to be left with nothing. Dots.
Is there ghosts or not? That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh?
Part of me really wanted to do like the Ian Monica voice.
Oh, God.
It's nothing, really. No, I'm gonna stop that right there. That's too much.
I am the superior Monica.
Are you though?
Yes, I am.
Yours was impressive too, so...
Thanks, I know.
No.
Nah, fam, I'm bad.
If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so, Hair Twirl?
Yeah, of course.
Dots. You know, Dots.
I thought we stopped this.
Well, bring it back.
I was really
Oh, yeah.
I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, T-Lander-kun.
Oh man, my heart. Oh, my heart melted. That's so sweet. She's gonna work hard for me. Me too.
Are you ready to have a fight? Anyways.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Excuse me. This is a literature club, after all.
Doki Literature Club. Got him.
Do they actually say that in the game?
No, I don't think they ever do.
They should do that.
It's a heartthrob.
Should I put this? Oh wait, never mind. The other one.
I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. You can do that if you want.
What are you doing?
No, put it on.
Our story. Ooh, good idea.
Our story.
Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and nuts. Hold on, I got it.
Nutsuki.
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 There you go.
That was a meme for you guys.
Whenever I meme, I just never say that I'm doing it. It's just, you should always assume that I'm doing it. Because it really do be that way sometimes.
They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. That Nutsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration.
Are you ready?
Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. What's with this language? Oh no, that.
Eh?
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
You're nothing.
Nutsuki dismissively returns
I'm
the
kidding.
poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Do you mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say?
Harsh.
Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
It didn't.
That's... Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And T-Lander-kun did too.
Don't bring me into this.
So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Hold it. Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style.
It can always improve.
Never. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
That's not a good sign of a writer, by the way. Writers should always be open to change and criticism and suggestions.
Yep.
Most aren't. And T-Lander-kun liked my poem too, you know. Look at me putting my boobs out. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Nutsuki suddenly stands up. The music stops. What's happening?
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that T-Lander-kun appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more?
'Cause you bad. I'm kidding.
Are you that full of yourself?
Yes. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to... I would deliberately get out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you can't even talk, let alone write, so... Ooh.
Oh, that's me too, right? Is everyone okay?
Nope.
No. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as T-Lander-kun started showing up.
Okay. Magically. I
Mag-
wonder if they actually did change the frame. Anyway,
Natsuki!
She's stuffing her bra. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve
involve you. We didn't do that right. I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
T-Lander-kun. She's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? She's not wrong. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, T-Lander-kun.
Well, wait. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, T-Lander-kun?
Well,
that was good. That was much better than before.
Does.
we could do better.
How'd I get dragged into this in the first place?
Because you had to suffer like all of us.
It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Natsuki.
Okay.
No, pick Yuri. That's the one you're going for.
But
you have to go that
Natsuki's...
route. Well, Natsuki bad. I'm kidding.
Alright, how about
You
help me
say it,
Or
you're
you
not
could just
kidding.
cop out and help me, Sayori.
Pick Yuri if that's one you're going for.
But yeah, if you're actually going for Yuri, you should pick that one.
Okay, I'm picking Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean.
I don't like
You shouldn't pick
T-Lander-kun.
You shouldn't pick to fight just because someone's opinion is different.
I mean,
wasn't
that is
picking a
exact.
fight.
No, that was kind of totally what she was doing.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously, but like seriously. Like, I mean, it must suck for no one to take your writing seriously just because of its style. I mean, Yuri is really condescending, and that's why I don't like her. Because everyone's like, oh, Yuri's best girl because she's hot and has big tits and long hair, but I mean, she's honestly a bitch with her writing. And like, she's like, oh, it's either my writing is the best or no one else's is.
I understand, Yuri.
Eh?
You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, oh, that's your love.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal.
See?
That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. Oh, that's still your...
Alex, you have to be
see.
committed. Committed.
Get off your phone.
Lexi put out a thing on the group chat. What
Well,
Well, she's trying to be a good PR. I'm sorry.
cut that out.
Okay.
I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ooh. Ooh.
But not to... Oh, shucks. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
But she did try telling her how she felt, and Yuri dismissed her.
Well, Natsuki kind of dismissed hers too.
Are you kidding?
They both kind of dismissed each other. And
That's exactly what I did. But that is exactly what she did. And Yuri's the
It
one...
sounds fancy.
I'll explain
It sounds
later.
fancy and it sounds cute. They basically dismissed each other's work. That's how it works.
It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki said.
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I feel bad.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm in critique mode still from fiction class this morning. And I'm just like, technically, yes, Natsuki said something offhanded, but she's still trying to be nice. And then, yeah, but like, if Yuri was a better character, she could have been the bigger person about it and just stopped.
They were both kind of bad, low people about it, in all honesty.
Okay, start down.
I still think Natsuki's
Let's dial it
best
down.
girl.
Let's dial it down.
She's a big little gremlin.
I end up feeling even bad for her. I do
Good.
feel bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps if I take a walk and clear my head.
She's so innocent.
Sorry, she doesn't need to.
It's my
Oh,
life.
see.
sorry.
You know what?
I refer to myself in the third
I'm
person
going to
now.
do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
You guys made her feel really bad.
Natsuki.
I feel like a jerk.
She really didn't need to do that.
I
Well,
look,
you guys made her feel bad.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair.
No, wait. Sigh. Dots.